And there we are. It is live. Hey, Mañana Namas folks. Welcome to the Mañana Namas morning check-in. This is Kurt Van Anen. I'm the host of Mañana Namas, everything online that's Mañana Namas. And while I haven't made a podcast in quite a while, I have been doing these daily talks with you guys. And if you are not currently following the Mañana Namas YouTube page, or if you haven't clicked the little bell for the notifications, please do so. I hate to see you miss out on things. You'll notice that my lighting's a little weird today, and that's because I didn't turn on the lights over there on the garage and stuff. I am getting ready to go out mountain biking today, and I am stoked. I'm going to take this way, right, that one. I'm going to take the Ridley out, and I'm going to go over to Chino Hill State Park and do a little climbing over there at the cyclocross mode and try and keep myself together. Already had a meeting early this morning. Spoke to a really, really nice young lady. Her name was Skylar. She's a recruiter, and her LinkedIn says she's a recruiter and she's working on that side of life. But then I got her on the phone and found out that she's involved in promoting a new project where she helps women overcome what she would call chronic illnesses, right? So chronic pains, chronic illnesses, things like that. And I'm running into a lot of that. I'm running into, I'm not saying that that's a saturated thing and she has no prayer. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is I'm running into a lot of folks. I'm doing these meetings through LinkedIn, and I'm running into a lot of people that have something listed on their LinkedIn, but in reality, their passion is something completely different, off the rails, and something they're trying to find success with. Off page, off camera. Now, in her case, I offered her free access to the webinar on building learning and membership websites. I hope that helps her, and I hope that if she has questions, she has the confidence to give me a call and say, hey, you offered to help. I have a problem with A, B, and C. Can you help me with that? And I'd be more than willing to do that for her. But, I'm also a service provider, and I set these sites up for small and medium businesses, especially startups. If you've got a product that you're releasing and you need some kind of way to show people how to work on it, maintain it, how to properly use it, properly store it, properly clean it, you need, and especially if it's an instance where you're hiring people to do this for others, then you need a way to track that learning material has been absorbed and make people accountable, make them responsible, for the information that you've shared with them. And so these learning sites come in real handy for that. And it's not as expensive as people think to build something like that and keep it hosted, especially a simple one. But hey, I digress. It's been a good week. It's Thursday. The John Maxwell study on Tuesday went off without a hitch. We didn't have anyone break into the Zoom call and call me a fat white bald cracker this time. So that's good. And we've got one more episode left on the 5 levels of leadership. I think the next book that I will probably cover will be Everyone Communicates and Few Connect from the John Maxwell Library. I'm a big fan of John Maxwell, and I'm part of the John Maxwell team. I'm a certified leadership coach and speaker. And so I like to use the material as much as I can. And I think this is a good way to share with folks, especially now. Communication's huge. Connecting with people is huge. I'm not sure what's next. I know that my essential businesses that I deal with, my Powersports Marine people, they are slow to adopt the program that we've got with the Mañana No Mas fixed operations training. I had hoped to have quite a few people into that community by now. And I know COVID slows things down, and I know that people are a little more cautious with these COVID times. But here's the deal. Your sales are up, and your sales are up, meaning that a month from now, service is going to be up. And I got to be cautious when I say it. It doesn't mean service is going to go up. It means your sales created the opportunity for service to go up, right? But if your team isn't prepared for that communication, if your team isn't prepared for that increased demand, if your team hasn't had any formal training in customer relations, service logistics, the service sales funnel that I teach as far as making the shop more productive and more efficient, they won't be able to get the work done in a timely manner, and they'll lose that communication with the customer that you work so hard to gain on the sales floor. And then that person goes off to the aftermarket world and gets their stuff serviced there. And then it's gone, right? All that hard work that you did to earn that one commission on selling the unit is gone, because what you try to do is you try to sell the unit and then, triple, quadruple that profit as they come through service for a lifetime relationship of service, and then trade in, repurchase, right? That's the cycle you're trying to create. But if your service team isn't prepared to handle that, especially with the increased sales numbers I'm seeing from a lot of the dealers I talk to, I know that their service departments aren't prepared to handle people in a timely, efficient, friendly way. And if they fail to maintain that communication, customer is going to find it somewhere else. So I am throwing that out there again. It's not a threat. It's not anything weird. I'm just being real, right? If you don't prepare your people to run your service department efficiently, your customers are going to find somewhere else to go, right? And it might be some dude's, garage in town doing side work, right? So you'll tell them, hey, the first service on this thing's $400, and they'll say, oh, well, Jimmy Joe around the corner can do it for $120. Well, it's up to your service department to justify, hey, why is it $400? What's the value? How can I deliver this in a way that makes sense, right? That builds confidence with the customer, let alone the fact that you've got insurance and a warranty, right? But hey, I digress. You guys have yourselves a great day. As for me, I'm going to turn off the computer and I'm going to go and bicycle. Have yourselves a great one. I love y'all. Bye-bye. And